Chicago, 6'2" guard from Iowa, number 10, B.J. Armstrong. 6'6" guard from Miami of Ohio, number 9, Ron Harper. And a 6'7" forward from Central Arkansas, number 33, Scottie Pippen.
Supersonics, Georgia's record 177 and 73 in his first season with the Sonics. Gary Payton will be at the point. In the middle, it will be Sam Perkins, big smooth, 6'9", 255 out of North Carolina. Down his 11th year, averaging 12 points and 5 rebounds a game. At one forward will be Detlef Schrempf, 6'10" and 235, the All-Star in his 10th year, averaging 18 points and 7 rebounds. And to complete the triumvirate of All-Stars heading to Phoenix this weekend, the Rain Man, Shawn Kemp, the man-child, 6'10", 245 in his 6th year, 18 points, 10 rebounds per ball game. Perkins picked up by Kukoc, right-hand side of the arc, skip it low to Smooth. Backs down to Perdue, shakes right, spins left into the lane, got into the air, had it, lost it, got it back, and turned and scored from about 3 feet away.
Suffered against the Clippers, Tony Massenberg.
Kukoc inside, BJ posted, but there stands Big Smooth. He'll wheel outside with a dribble. Plant his feet, pop a long one, and got a 20-footer. B.J. Armstrong, 2. Gill skips off the Kemp pick. Left-hand side over to Payton out of the corner. Raises with a 3, it won't go. Rebound grab away from Perdue, flat-footed by Perkins, who will take the 3 ball and got it. Sam Perkins! Sam up. Sam in low to Kemp. Jump steps into the lane. A high hook over Kukoc won't go. Rebound controlled by Perdue, but his outlet pass deflected and stolen by Payton. Shovels it to Gill, up fakes Harper off his feet. Takes a 15 to the left to right hand across the midcourt. Look out if he gets in deep. A pull up, pump fake from 15. Skips it on a back cut over to BJ. Picked up on a baseline by Payton. He'll float a high one over him and got it. B.J. Armstrong.
BJ
Shawn Kemp beyond the three-point ring. Centers it to Payton. Flips it cross court to Schrempf. In low to Gill. Isolated. He backs down on BJ. Swings it outside. Gary for 3. He nailed it. Gary Payton hits the 3 ball.
Gets Tony Kukoc.
Kemp eludes Kukoc on the baseline, slides in on Perdue and jams it down with 2 hands.
Shawn Kemp does his nice little drop step spin move, and where is Will Perdue? He's a little bit too late. He should have been there earlier. They know that's Shawn's pet move. You got to get help right away. Make the Sonics work some time off the clock. They're really aggressively trapping.
Pippen and Armstrong up on Payton, gets rid of it to Perkins, over to Schrempf to the baseline, pull-up jumper, he got it. And that's the first time Detlef has touched the ball on the offensive end. But to Perdue, he steps out, feeds to Pippen in low to Tony, trapped on the baseline. He'll circle outside, flip it Armstrong, drives up into the alley, through contact from Perkins, skips it over to Perdue, and there he's leading. 8:29 to go in the first quarter. Gill in low to Sudden Sam, palms that ball with the left hand. Backing down to Perdue, turns to the baseline, wheels up the follow-away Jay, hangs on the rim and rattles in. And it could be his night, MJ.
Do anytime he wants.
14-9 to score. Armstrong sets up in the corner. Gill taking away his right hand. He won't use the baseline. Outside of Pippen onto Harper. They'll let him freewheel, and he bombs in the 3.
Offensively.
14-12 ball game, 7:48 to go first quarter. Pippen in low to Kukoc, looking to tie it. Hands to Harper, runs to the baseline and jams it down. Ronnie Harper, 14. Gill hands off to Schrempf, curls off to Perkins, pick into the lane, stops, tried to hook pass in low, deflected by Pippen or Perdue. They were doubling him. The oncoming Kemp, what a beautiful shot. Kukoc with 5, and the Bulls take the lead at 16-14. Back comes Perkins with a 3, and he'll pull up and nail another one.
There starts to feel it, gets into that zone.
Pippen out high on the right, slides it to Perdue, hands off to Armstrong. BJ off the Perdue pick.
Number 2, Big Smooth, fights and battles for the offensive rebound. Defense kind of clears out for him and says, hey, what the hey, I'll go ahead and take this. I'm hot, I can make it. Twine time, bottom. Plus contact, it's going to be a foul call.
And they're actually going to give it on Pippen, not Perdue. 7% from the free throw line. Has tied the game at 18. Second free throw up and in. It picks up Perdue on the low block. Perkins steps on a Kukoc. Kukoc on the point to Armstrong, over to Pippen. One-on-one on Detlef. Slants him with the left hand and packs him with the left hand, running right to the rack. What a play. Pippen's first deuce. Back on the Sonics. Chicago leading 2019. Schrempf the other way, drives into the lane through a nice little shovel pass right by Kukoc.
Just getting to the rim at will.
Kukoc with the ball out high. Looks like an all-star game. In low to Pippen. Backing down on Schrempf. Double team. There are 3 all-stars over in the corner. In low to Perdue. He'll lay it up and in. Drew the foul from Payton. That is his second.
We're on a pace for both teams to score about 130, 140 points in this game. Double team. They're not really aggressive. And mismatch inside. Payton on Perdue. Payton tries to use the glove, but real nice like the last couple of games.
You know, what's really interesting about that play is the fact that BJ and Pippen, maybe they want to be traded to the Northwest. You never know. Schrempf second one up and in. Schrempf with 4 points. 5:22 left. First quarter play. Pip with the ball out high on the right. Over to Harper. Harper looking for space. Skips it on the baseline. Pip turns, elevates, banks it up and in. Scottie Pippen.
Boy, he's tough. He's listed at 6'7" with his arms. Plays about 6'9". Just a tough task anywhere he's on the floor.
Payton and low to Kemp. Uses his size advantage on Kukoc. Dribbles right by him. A beautiful drop step. What's up? Pippen on the baseline. Behind the back. Wrap around. Intercepted by Gill. Comes out of the backcourt with a dribbling right hand. Throws a bullet over to Detlef into the lane. Reverse right-handed flip up and in. Great find by Gill. 27-25, 4:31 left in first quarter. Seattle leading. Cross-court pass. Pippen intended for BJ. Intercepted by Payton. Up ahead to Gill. Runs into the lane. Diverts a man. Lays it up and in as he goes right by Kukoc.
Attempt by Pippen, and he's surveying the court. Surveying. He spots a wide open Schrempf. Detlef does the rest. Nice reverse layup. And some more defense in the passing lane. The Sonics scoring buckets off of turnovers, trying to get the easy buckets. Kendall runs court. Now watch this finish, kind of just change up the ball in midair. Good job, Sonics on the defensive end again.
And they nearly disrupted exchange from Harper to Corey Blunt. It comes outside of Harper, cross-court to Pippen. He'll launch a three and hit it. Scottie Pippen. Hill. They'll wait for Kemp to come down the floor. They try to feed low to Perkins. Broken up by Purdue. Grabbed by B.J. Armstrong. Third turnover on Seattle. B.J. pull up 15-footer. His cast up and in. B.J. with 8 in the first quarter. Harper all over him. Out to Perkins for a three. In and out. Rebound deflected. Kemp in a tip match. Harper will win it.
Good play.
Flicks it up the floor. Intercepted by Payton. To the glass. Switches right to left hand and lays it up and into the finger roll.
Good play, Sean. Ron Harper with it.
31-30 the score. Vinny Askew's in for Seattle. McMillan whirls by Armstrong to the baseline. Harper there to deflect the shot away. Armstrong comes up with it. Gallops up the center of the floor, sends it to Pippen. Cross court to Blunt. Into the lane. Raises with a jump hook. Deflected by Kemp. Bringing in bounds with 19 on the shot clock to Gill. To the baseline he comes. Scampers by Harper. Ron from behind deflects it away, but across the baseline to Kemp. Outside to Nate for a three. He got it. It's a two-pointer. Two-man play. Blunt and Armstrong. Armstrong jab steps right, goes off the Blunt pick. Tried to jump pass, deflected by Kemp. Grabbed by McMillan. Lead pass him in the front court. Met Kemp beautifully to the glass. He'll finger roll it over Armstrong up and in. Count the basket and send the man-child to the line.
And guarded by the small defensive back. McMillan with the outlet pass. Watch Sean just out-battle the dominion to B.J. Armstrong. Nice finger roll finish. Got the good roll, the kind roll, but a nice athletic play by the Rain Man.
Free throw up and in and rattle around. Bulls are bringing it bounce. Kerr hits the technical foul shot. He's almost automatic from the line. Here comes Chicago. Harper driving hard to the glass. Racks up Askew. They both go
into the game for defensive purposes. Obviously, I guess George wants to go for a steal.
Pippen cross court. Kukoc with it. Covered by Askew. Fires a three. Got off a good shot and he hit it at the buzzer. But outside under the guard of Schrempf to Kerr. Kerr hands to Blunt. Cross court. Harper slants him with the left hand. Jabbed away from behind by Detlef. 2-on-1 to head to Payton. Payton shoveled it back to Det. Over to Gary. Into the lane. Lays it up and in.
Sweet.
The two deflected by McMillan. Grabbed by Cartwright. Lost by Cartwright. Longley picks it up. Batted by Cartwright outside of Kukoc. In low to Harper. Ronnie back swirls. McMillan reaches in. Harper lifts it up and hooks it home. He's got 9 points.
It's a go Bulls.
42-40 the score. Sonics leading. 9:41 to go in the second quarter. Detlef the line. The Bulls have only attempted 3. They've hit all 3. Second by Detlef. Got it.
There, Longley with the reach. Detlef with the acting job.
22 to go in the second quarter. Did you bring your library card, Marcus? Could be the county morgue. 6-point lead right now for the Supersonics. 9:13 to go in the second quarter. Detlef disrupts a cross-court pass, intercepted. Lead pass to Payton into the lane. Fouled from behind by Kukoc as he's complaining about a lack of a call on the opposite end of the floor. Payton to the line, hits the free throw. Up and tapped away by Kerr into the hands of Tony Kukoc. Tony double teamed at midcourt. Had it stripped away by Askew. Grabbed by Payton. Races into the lane and lays it up and in.
Sonics with a
batted it off. Rebound jabbed away by Luke Longley. Grabbed by McMillan up the floor to Payton. Skip it back to Nate. Into the lane. Runs to the hole. And finger rolls it up and in.
Sonics continue. I don't know if he's feeling under the weather. I didn't hear anything before the game that would suggest that. Gary with a nice pass. And Nate almost blew the layup, but the rim was kind to him.
Sonics 52. Bulls 40. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. McMillan double team down low. Detlef to the glass on a pick and roll. Nothing but air ahead of him. He'll jam it down. He's got Astor Vinny on the baseline. Bobbled Grabbed by Bill Winnington. Up to Kerr. Over to Kukoc. Spotted a seam. Tried to penetrate. Closed. Outside BJ. Sinks a three. BJ Armstrong. This shot won't go. Ball deflected high into the air. Deflected outside even further. In a tip match, Armstrong wins it against Kemp. Rumbles up the floor. Sends across court. Kerr plants a 20-footer right side. And this by Winnington. Up to Armstrong. Wants to run up into the alley. He's double teamed. Over to Kerr. Picked up by Kemp. He'll drive by him. Kemp from behind recovers. Deflects it away. Cartwright picks it up. Sends it to Vinny. Sneaks into the lane. And 8 points per contest.
And they wish they had it back. Hit on the backboard more times. He comes from under that backboard, just extends for the dunk that doesn't count.
5 left. Just needs a couple of block shots to become the Sonics' all-time leading shot blocker. Jack Sikma is the man that stands ahead of Sean. But he
Nice
did it in
steal.
9 years. Here on the inbounds, Kemp deflects the ball as he forced outside by Perkins. Armstrong gives to Pippen. He's been quiet. He backs down on Kemp, triple team, sends it cross court. Harper from the baseline, floats it up, got it. Ronnie Harper. 12 points for Hart. Nice find by Pippen. He was floats it to Kemp, backs down on Kukoc. Quick wrapping spin to the baseline. Skips it outside to Gill. Cross court to Perkup, fakes, drives, leans a runner from 12. No, Rain Man there, deflects it up and in. Kemp with those scores. Seattle by a decade. Pippen over to Harper. Harper runs the baseline. Looked at a double team, didn't like it. Skips it to Winnington, sets, fires, got it. Bill Winnington, set shot, turns, double, pumps with the right hand. George McGinnis lives. He missed it. Rebound Pippen. Lead pass to BJ. Over to Kukoc with a two-handed jam, and look out.
That was tough. I didn't really see if he grazed the elbow. It looked like he was awful close.
Second one up. Rolled it in. Contest, just a kid up there just shooting free throws all day. He's 8 for 8 from the line. 9 and 9. Oh, he is one funny man. Here's Kukoc. Over to Harper. To Pippen. Runs the baseline. Double pump. Stripped by Kemp. Grabbed by Detlef. Detlef by Perkins. Over comes to Harper. Into the lane. Double team. Into Armstrong. Runs the lane. Stripped away. Grabbed by Kemp and a jump ball. Good call, Marcus Johnson.
1-1-4. Flattened out on the baseline. Let's see what you got, kid.
Crossover.
Nice. Don't dump it. Don't dump it.
Oh, hammering man. Bench if I just got dunked on. Peyton is not going to let him forget it either.
Gary's like all in his face. They spent a lot of time to together.
You know Harper loves to slack jaw. Look at it. Harper loves to trash talk, but right now the dean is reading him.
He's giving him play-by-play. See, he crossed over on you at the free throw line. Then he took your boy Cuckoo and threw down on him.
It said, "Pow!"
And you know, I'm not going to let you forget that. I'm going to remind you of this all summer long.
Because I remember last year, Cliff came into your building in April. I hit you for 35, 19 boards, and I remember flushing on you that
He goes kindling to the act. Yeah, Ron,
That was good, Ron. I didn't mean anything personal by that.
What up
Against
with
each
that?
other for so many years in the Central Division.
Okay, that's what it is.
You know, when he was with the Pacers, I guess did most everybody else.
Reggie Miller, Michael Jordan, that whole thing.
Yep.
The verbiage.
Pippen with a couple of free throws. Anywhere, you kidding? 67-56 to count. 11:27 to go in the third. Kemp on the block, drives the baseline right by Pippen and flushes it on. Gill up the sideline. Gary Payton toys with BJ off the Perkins pick. Sends it to Kemp, drop steps right into Scotty, backs him off, then leads into it and hammers it down with 2 hands, baby.
And on the court, he starts taking you, dunking on you, rebounding and stealing.
15-point lead. Harper drives to the baseline, leans in, and scores on a finger roll dipper. He's got 14. 73-60 to count. 8:53 to go in the third. Payton double teamed as he steps into the paint, pivots, feeds to Schrempf, beneath the rim to Kemp. Double pumps in the air. He had contact made with one. Rebound to the Rain Man. Kemp double pump, sends it to midcourt. With it is Gill. Gill down the right side, shovels his feet, sends it to Payton for a 3. Got it. Gary Payton hits the 3, and Phil Jackson had better call a timeout. He deflects it out of bounds. It'll be Sonic basketball. Purdue up to Perkins, up the floor, down the sideline to Schrempf, intercepted by Pippen, saves it inbound to Armstrong.
And here is the Rain Man. Spin to the baseline. Corey Blunt doesn't know about that. That's his favorite move. Scotty thought he should have had an offensive foul shot in the meantime.
Seattle's outscored the Chicago Bulls 21-6 at the line, and Kemp, Phil Jackson, sitting rather complacent. Got the windshield on his face. I think he got that from a Yugo. They just took a windshield out of a Yugo and strapped it to his face. Pippen into the lane. Ball stripped by Payton. Taken by Winnington.
Just got out of his hands. Watch Gary Payton with the first block against Scotty Payal. That Blunt, watch the scoop. Got it right there. That's a terrible call.
That's Green. Rubs BJ off the pick. Skips it ahead to Gill. Picked up by Pippen. Kendall sends a weak pass. Might have been deflected into Detlef. Flicked away. Pippen comes the other way, and he'll flush it. Scottie Pippen with a jam. He has 11 points. 14-point lead. Gill in the lane. Double pump to the hole. Drew a foul from Purdue. Sonics have outscored the Bulls 25-6 at the free throw line. Corey Blunt coughs the ball up. Sean Kemp's got it to mid-cup, passes to Gary. Sets for three. Rimmed it off. Pippen soars in for the rebound with just under 5 minutes remaining. Pippen to midcourt. Pulls up. Nearly lost the dribble. Flings it over to Armstrong. Trapped on a baseline. Out to Pip. Floats a three and got it. Scottie Pippen.
The pass.
B.J. Armstrong has the ball, makes a chest pass to Scottie Pippen on the wing, sheds McMillan with a stiff arm, veers out beyond the three-point ring and hits a bomb.
Here he comes.
It's a 20-footer for Pippen. Seattle built it to an 18-point lead and seemed to be gliding. Within 9, Marcus, he has scored 9 of his 16 in the frame.
Yeah, Scottie got frustrated at the officials, then started making all kinds of things happen. Steals, dunks, power dunks, threes, fours, fives. You name it, he's doing it. Just spots up right in Detlef Schrempf's face.
Kemp hits a second free throw as we resume play. Yep. To the line. Scottie Pippen, a 71% free throw shooter. 6 minutes a game. The whole package. Second free throw up and in. 27-8 at the line. Kemp second one up and in. Gary Payton. Down his 5th year out of Oregon State. Sports Illustrated. Maybe the jury's still out, but he had his moments last year in Chicago when he played well. McMillan to Askew. Drives into the lane. Shot blocked by Scottie Pippen.
Diagonal skip pass to run Harper, who's drawn.
Kukoc has 12 points all in the first half. He is now in the lineup for sure.
No, and C-Tac.
Day 3. Rain either, Marcus. No cold rain, no nothing. Pippen's free throw up and in.
Just have been.
Says it corner front right with the left-hand dribble. Looking in low. Beats to Harper in the corner. Comes off the Longley screen. Slants to the hole. Found a seam and laid it up and in with a finger roll beauty. 18 for Harp. 6 of all is B.J. Armstrong. Mack picks it up. Sends it over to Detlef. Shrimp of the ball over the head. Looking in low for Cartwright. They clear out for Bill. He turns to his right. Scoops to his right. Over Longley. Up and in. Phillips. With a handle on the ball out high on the right, looking for Perkins, comes to the ball side, fronted by Pippen. Nate threads it beautifully over him. Perkins turns, wheels it out on the angle. Up there for a 20-footer and cashed it in. Kukoc to the ball, sideline right. Now Pippen with it. Left-hand side of the lane, looking low. Pumps it to Longley, turns in the lane. High, shovel shot up and in. Longley.
Bill Cartwright from position that time.
95-86, 10:29 to go in the game. McMillan over to Schrempf, 20-footer right side. Great rotation and busted at 19 for Detlef. Rebound grab by McMillan. Out of backcourt, long lead pass to Kendall. Deflected it, saves it on the baseline, but right to Pip. Pippen in midcourt with it. Outside to Kukoc into the lane. Switches right to left hand. Flicks it up. Missed the runner. Rebound Cartwright. Out to Gill. Knocked down by Pippen. Stolen by Pippen and no foul. Oh my goodness. They missed that one. 11-point lead now for the Sonics, but Chicago ball. Pippen's got it on the block. Palms it with the right hand. Standing still, double teamed out to Kerr. Floats a bomb. Got a 20-footer. Steve Kerr. With over 6 times in the fourth quarter for 16 turnovers. Kukoc on a pick and roll. Skips it back to Longley. Intercepted by McMillan. Down the right side. Center it to Dent. Into the lane. Double pump. Sends it to Gill. Leans back and uncorks an 18-footer and got it.
Kendall again floods the passing lane. Excuse me, Nate McMillan floods the passing lane. And this is the type of shots that Kendall Gill I'd like to see hit more consistently. He's starting to do it now. That's that little medium range 12, 13-foot jump shot. Most of the time when he hits jumpers, it's usually the...
Bulls with it. Scottie Pippen drives to the baseline. Switches to the right hand from the left hand, and Perkins is there to snuff it. A beautiful block by Sam.
And he can still get up there once in a while and throw that junk out of there.
Ordinary things can happen at this time of the game. And with a 6-point lead, it's tenuous at best. There's Payton ramming into his own man on a pick.
One of them.
Blunt ahead to BJ, will lay it up and in. It's a 4-point lead. It's over to Perkins. Takes a 3, 11 on the shot clock to Detlef in the lane. He nearly lost that pass from Perkins. Drives into the lane, double flicks over to Kemp for the open jam. Big play. 28 for Kemp. That was right side, B.J. Armstrong. In low to Pippen, doubled on the block, out to Scotty, cross court to Harper. Floats a three, got it, Ron Harper. Makes it a 3-point game.
You get it, that's why they say you get it under 10, you have a shot.
3:18 left and a 3-point Sonic lead. Seattle has 9 turnovers in the quarter. We got a tie game. B.J. Armstrong and a B.J. Armstrong. Armstrong flicks it to Pippen. Pippen wants to set up a play. Pippen holds the ball, skips it to Harper. Uh-oh, he spins right by Gill and lays it up and in. And the Bulls have taken the lead.
Ronnie Harper carrying this heavy Bull team on his back. He knocked down a 3-pointer to tie it up. Now the nice little drop step finger roll. Who said he was all done? Nice find of Scottie Pippen. B.J. Armstrong gonna show his stroke from the outside. They're in trouble here at the Bulls score.
Pippen backcourt to Harper. He tried to go to the grass. Stolen away by McMillan. Lead pass to Detla. Pull-up jumper to tie it. He rimmed it. Rebound all Chicago. Stripped away from Purdue by Kemp. Saves it and bounce to Payton. Outside of Detla. Soars into the key over to Gary from the corner of Firen. Missing short. Blunt the rebound out to B.J. Down the center of the floor. Over to Harper. Runs to the glass. Lays it up. Chicago's got a 4-point lead. Harper 8, 104. Chicago by 4 with a minute 41 left. Payton in the corner. Outside of Devlin. Off the Perkins pick. Spotted a seam. Drives to the hole. High banker up and in. A high hook. Off the window up. He's turned by B.J. Hits the trailer. It's McMillan. Over it comes to Schrempf. Out high on the right. From behind. Pippen deflects it away to Harper. Back to Pippen. Challenges McMillan into the lane with a 106.
Watch the arms of Scottie Pippen reach around. That's what long arms do for you. That's why coaches like defenders with long arms. Let's see if there's a foul on the play. They got him on the elbow.
Pippen's free throw up and in. He makes with a minute 4 left. Second by Pippen, up and in. And down 4, 110 to 106. Schrempf with the basketball into Kemp. Works his way into the lane. Turns with a high jam and he rolled it in.
Right away, too. You foul, put them at the line again. And if they miss, you have a chance to win it with the 3 or tie it with the 2. Sean, nice move as he gets the ball back off the bounce and finishes strong on Blunt. Watch the lucky bounce back to him. He's going to lose it. Scottie Pippen trying to disrupt things. Almost did.
Gives to Kemp, back to Gary. Using way too much time. Over to Sam, up fake, steps out beyond the 3-point ring, sends to McMillan. He'll step out, 22 seconds, over to Perkins. He got it! Perkins hit the 3 for the tie! Had a man all over him.
Yeah, he sure did. He didn't have a look the first time, got it back, still didn't really have a good look. But he was so hot in the first half, especially the first quarter.
When he hit 2 3-pointers.
Right, that stroke is feeling pretty good. So George went right back to it, and it paid dividends for him.
On top, Harper. Skip it over to Purdue. Hands it back to Harper. Slants to the baseline. Ran over Schrempf. Offensive foul on Harper. Hart tried to force his way in. He's the one on Kukoc to end the game, and this one here to begin the overtime.
Yeah, I didn't think it was set from where we're sitting, but it looked like he got there in time.
The advantage at the free throw line. Here to the line, Harper. He hits the second, and the Bulls.
New York Knicks series, with Scotty ran out at him, but he was shooting the 3. Hugh Hollins called the foul.
Schrempf ties the game with a 3:23 left. Seattle's lost their last 3 at home. They're in overtime with the Bulls. And they have a tie at 112. Gary drives into the lane. High looper over Purdue, up and in. Gary Payton driving into the lane. Behind the left strip of the ball. Pump fakes a pass in on the post up to Gary. Now dribbles out of the wing. Gives it low to Gary. Jabbed away by B.J. Armstrong. Covered by Harper. He'll go right to the rack. Lay it up. Fouled by Gill. Kendall stumbles with the ball. Strips it away from Purdue. Rolls off the floor. Headed up. On it comes on the right wing. McMillan. Down the right side over to Perkins, trailing for 3. Got it! Sam Perkins hits a 3 in overtime. The 3 ball from Perkins. What a play.
Yeah, here we go. The Sonics needed a bucket here. Chicago just come down and scored. Sam gets the feet set, kind of the wide leg look, the bow-legged cowboy look as he delivers his 3. Watch the setup. And Payal just kind of rattles it home, hits the front rim, still goes in for him. That's
Millen works Kukoc to the sideline, stops, feeds it over to Payton. Inside the hash mark, his pass to Gill, overplayed and stolen by Harper. Working on B.J. Armstrong. Gary to the baseline. 6 on a shot clock, out to Perkins, winds up on the 3. Got another one! Oh, smooth! Nails a 3.
3-pointer. That was about a 25-footer. Gary looking at the shot clock, break it down. Little BJ Kicks it back after Purdue helps, and there's Sam. That's about the old NBA three-point range. Drains another one. Phil Jackson's like, boy, I wish I had this big guy on my team. I need somebody that can shoot like that. In the clutch, too. That's a nice shot in the clutch. Remember, Sam had the 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. He had a nice stroke going. And tonight he's knocked down some big ones here down the stretch.
He's up on the balls of his feet.
A quick three, a defensive stop.
They get it to Purdue, over to Pippen, into the lane, soars to the hole, jams it down. Scored
Those are
free
the night,
throws for the night, yeah. He has 10 rebounds, 20 points as he hits the free throw.
This pressure-packed situation.
He has scored 7 of the 10, make it 8 of the 11. 122-116 Pippen. Into the lane, outside of BJ, sets his feet. Now will take the dribble drive to the glass, scoop it up, and score it. 20 for BJ Arm, 12 from the line, and 22 points.
I was going to say, I kind of like him at the line, too.
And he hit. Scottie Pippen knocked him down on a three-point attempt. He hit the first, but missed the second. Gives it to Purdue. Will get it back. Fires a three. He threw an air ball. Grabbed by Shrimp. Shows it ahead to Kendall Gill. On the break over Pippen. Slides him with a left-handed jam. He packed it. And that will be that. Game over. The Sonics win it.